balls around the house, networking. All these blood suckers, I just hope this networking. So searching, bro.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Cooper Kupp. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Rams and the Niners. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a 2nd road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
There weren't many bigger stories last season than Purdy, who's officially the most famous Mr. Irrelevant of all time. Won each of his first 5 starts and almost guided his team to a Super Bowl. He's really forced the team to reevaluate its plans at quarterback because he looks like the real deal.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Here's Williams to return. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his 2nd start in the NFL.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The 3rd phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 4th-round guy, and many thought that's about where he would go, but I think he's got some upside, right?
He can come right in and be what they call a core special teams player, play on all 4 phases of it, and have a chance to work his way into the lineup. I think a year or 2 down the road, they could have a solid starter.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 24 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football. And
some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing here, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
You talk about getting off to a hot start, a shutout right out of the gate. Think of the carryover headed into this one, the residue of that game. That means excellent practices, guys alert, ready to go. They'd love to hang a second one right here, right now.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. McCaffrey diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's now a 7-2 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, and now off to the races down the right side. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Bennett. And he'll find Higby open downfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are once again back in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. It's a run with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and they'll get him down here at the 23. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The drive starts with a completion left side. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Bennett now off the play fake. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Bennett, a final shot before break. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Cardinals still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
A good pickup there at 22. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Bennett. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy. They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. He's across midfield. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Moody good with the extra point. And that will put them on top here in the third. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Bennett. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're going to try and throw. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 3rd and goal. This LA Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Purdy from the gun. Down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And his kick is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Bennett going up top for Cup. And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's on his way. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. It's a run with Akers. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And some room to work. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. Here as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throw outside. McCaffrey's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken right on the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Purdy, big fourth down play. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for them, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete.
There he goes, right side. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Purdy on 4th down. Going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Going up top for Kupp. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. There he goes, left side, down to the 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Lakers with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Los Angeles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
We got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustle